You watching late? Dang, I got a dust. I got a dust. Oh shit, I forgot to order Drunk Uncle's mic. Hold on here, let's play the song. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Excuse me. Why are you not playing? Uh-oh, my music's not playing. Either that or I'm just not hearing it.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
There we go. Can you hear me over? I can hear myself over it. Sheepdog's number one. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What's up, Willow? We got Polly Wally over there. Let's roll. Sorry, I had an issue with my camera. I had to restart.
If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls. Let's roll. Drunk and Eddie, Carol keep him in check, along with John Wick and Steve Pence. Johnny Yuma, he got the right diet.
What's up, Willow? We got Jigga Word. Snookies is up in here. Jeannie Smith is here. Oh wow, thank you already. Vinny Wynn, thank you, buddy. Wow, what's up, Vinny? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Maybe you didn't say hi, but that's your way of saying hi. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we're gonna play the whole song again today. Last night, Sheepdog asked for the whole song again, so we're playing it. Did I turn it up some? See if I can do something here. That sounds different now. Alright.
Let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know.
Trying to turn it up for you. Hold on one second, guys.
We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and Drunk Uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls.
Let's roll.
What's up, Carla? Andy in Colorado.
There we go. That's a little better, huh?
We all proud Americans got rides a Harley. Ill MAGA Sheepdog are never sorry. This is the future, Matt Rogers and AI.
What's up, Steven?
We stay fly. Ryder and AAL are here. Yo, Drunk Uncle, slam another beer. Nordic, Teresa, and Josephine, all Patriots.
Oh, Eddie Wynn, thank you again, my friend. You better watch out, because I think it's set up. If you do that one more time, the hype train's gonna start. I don't know. I forget what I gotta say. You're celebrating January 6th at HUD. Good, so am I.
From Idaho, down to Dorothy, ain't no rhinos. Everybody in the chat with shady links. If I write another verse, Corey's paying me.
I'm celebrating it at home too.
David Aguilar, yeah, we some mega stars. Eden, Daisy, and Kelly. Titty 1, titty 2, it's time to rally. Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show.
I don't think I ever played the song for the girls.
Let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show.
Uh-oh, there goes Vinny Wynn starting something. Hold on, let me go to Twitch. I try not to have Twitch open so it doesn't waste internet power. You know what I mean? But I think I've been looking for a way to get a hype train link or oh no, it doesn't do it. Okay, good. It says something like so many per minute or something. You haven't heard this version yet, Sheepdog? This is the main version we've had for a while. Thank you, Snookies. Speaking of him, you know what? You know who I miss? Has anybody seen Julius? Where the heck has Julius been? I haven't seen him for a while. I'm kind of worried about him. Is he in any of our Discord chats or anything like that? Do you guys know? I think I saw him on our Telegram, but I don't think he moved over to switched. I don't think he moved over to Discord. No, Sheepdog. We had the names. It's 5 minutes long, so we don't play it every day because it can get a little overwhelming sometimes.
2021. We're in the house. Trucks coming back, baby.
Oh, you did, Snookies? What did he say? Did he say how come he hasn't been coming in? Did we upset him or something? What's up, God Rides a Holla? Jewel Fog, I see one in the chamber. Oh shit, I gotta go over here before it plays another song. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Before it used to play another song. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a little better of a day. A little bit better. Oh, when you said Jeannie, I almost thought that you said Jessie, and I'm thinking, it's Jessie's girl. Well, I hope he's not mad at me, because you know we all love Julius in here. I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. It's weird because Julius is normally in here like every freaking day. Oh, I forgot to. Oh no, those are from tonight. Never mind. I was gonna say. So how is everybody? It's Wednesday. It's a good day. We're not gonna talk. We're gonna go over this just real quick. The Common Sense Conservative came out with a little bit of a video today. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but he said that they're still learning more about Villain. His family has been up there. There's been an autopsy done. So the autopsy is going to tell him what happened, but that's all that he knows right now. So he's gonna keep giving us more information. So don't listen to anybody else, folks. I would listen to Robert. If you don't know Robert, he's the Common Sense Conservative, and he was very, very good friends with Villain. He knows more about him than most of us. So I would just wait, you know, just wait and just keep his family in the prayers. So. Why don't I shave my beard? Because I like my beard. That's me, and I'm Eddie. Oh yeah, it is hump day, huh? Happy hump day. God rides a Harley, shave your own beard. Didn't a female... Oh, no, it is a guy. It is a guy, I was going to say. Yeah, I trust Robert. Robert's a straight up guy, so, you know. Like I said, you know what? You don't need to hear the news, everything right away. You know, I know we live in a world where, hey, you're going to get everything right the fuck away, right? Well, not really. Not really. It's just what it is, right? Anyways, you know what? I was looking to the news, and there's something going on with the teachers in... do I have that? Let me see. You guys have anything on what's going on with all the teachers in Chicago? Did I put that in the news today? I don't have a lot of news articles. Let's see. There's other Chicago stuff, because it's in Chicago, right? January 6th stuff. Oh, yeah, I got a story. Somebody said, I went undercover in MAGA for a year, and this is what I learned. No, I don't have anything on the nurses. Why don't I have anything on the nurses? We'll have to look them... Or not the nurses, I mean the teachers. Did I say nurses? What the frick is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Let's see, nurses, there I go, type in nurses again. Teachers, I don't even know what to call it. Didn't the teachers go, are they on strike, or what are they doing right now? Just the teachers, oh, there we go. They're canceling classes in Chicago, that's what it is. Okay, I got it, I found it again. I found her. Let's see, how many people do we have in here right now between the two? Because, so I'm part of this St. Bernard dog group forum, and I posted a picture. And I posted a picture of when Donnie and I went to go help the veterans out, and we gave them a, we gave, all the veterans, gifts for Christmas and stuff like that, and pizzas. And so this young lady, sent me a message, and she's like, "Wow, I enjoy what you do. I actually." So what this lady does is she goes out and she has a nonprofit where they find veterans in need, and they give them a service animal. Like I have Donnie. Donnie's my service animal, right? So these people, they're based out of Montana, and what they do is they go out there. Hey, what is Digga? She's playing Bing Bong for 20 bits. Nice. I don't know why it's not playing on here though. That's weird. So anyway, let's see. So I asked her if I could share this on my channel, because it's a nonprofit, and they're not any political way left or right, but I'm known for some stuff that some people consider bad, right? Being at the Capitol, being a Proud Boy. So I said, I'd like to share your video and put it out there. And she knows what I do. She's like, sure, you can. Just remember, we don't have any political beliefs in our nonprofit. And I said, no, that's fine. And she's happy with me showing you guys this video. So if you don't mind, I want to show you guys this cool video. It's of it's a nonprofit, like I said, that helps out veterans. And you know me and veterans. I love our veterans, and I would do anything for our veterans. So here's this video, guys. I want you to hear it for me. I want you to hear it. This was her first time making a video, she told me. So this is pretty cool. She said I inspired her to make this video. Damn it. The dogs.
Back, I'm Robert Perry. I'm a disabled Marine vet that loves my fellow brothers and sisters, and I made a promise with God that when he's ready to take me, then I'll go, and that's how I want to leave it with all my brothers. Doesn't matter how bad you feel or how bad it gets. The only ones that hurt if you take your life,
and I'm going to give you guys
the
a link
family
too,
you
folks.
leave behind. You're a coward if you do that, because that's an easy way out. While the rest of their lives, your family has to live with your sorrow, thinking they could have stopped it.
I'm thinking I'm going to help her edit some
Please,
videos because I
anyone that
love her
has it in
program
mind.
so much. What do you think?
Now for Katie, I wrote this song. It's titled A Hero's Best Friend. And what it is I believe God put dogs here to help man. That's why they call us, our best friends. So, picture a guy coming home with PTSD. It's an issue that nobody
What's that,
knows
Don Break?
because you can't see it. It isn't a physical thing. It's a mental thing. And a lot of men and women are embarrassed that they have this, which is the wrong attitude. You don't need to be embarrassed.
Look at all the
for
dogs that
anything.
these people have
And
given to
isn't
veterans.
anybody out there going to tell you, you should be embarrassed? On the contrary. They said, that's just your way of showing love for the ones that have fallen. And my way of showing it is,
Are you asking if
this
I'm
song
Jewish?
gonna
I'm part
do for
Jewish,
Katie.
yes. I am
And
part
Katie,
Jewish.
this is your song. It's free. It's yours. You can do what you want.
So Jesse,
It's called A Hero's Best Friend. A warrior back from battle and on his way back home. But there's a silent injury and he
look
shouldn't
at the
be
puppy.
left alone. What this hero has gone through, only God and the warrior knows. But the best thing that could help them is a new friendship to grow. See, there really is no secret that dogs are man's best friend. They'll give their heart and love to you until the very end. And they'll be your true companion, and they'll always be your friend, and they'll be your true
I'm gonna get Donnie to
companion
do that for me.
up until the very end.
It is, right?
Now that's why God put canines here. They bring us strength and might, and they help us with our injuries, and they help us with our fright. See, your four-legged buddy will be always by your side, and he'll be there and he'll comfort you, and with his heart open wide. See, there really is no secret that dogs are man's best friend. They'll give their heart and love
If you haven't noticed, they do a lot of St.
until
Bernards.
the very end. And they'll be your true companion, and they'll always be your friend, and they'll be your true companion up until the very end. And that's why God put canines here. They're our best thing that can help us. And I've seen it firsthand what our little four-legged buddies can do. It'll put a smile on that veteran's face, and it'll put a little place in his heart knowing that he's got a buddy for life. And all he's got to do is feed him and give him love. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And that's your song, Katie. That's all yours. I'll get it recorded here, and you can put it up there. I might even get some other instruments arranged with it, but I'll make a pretty song for you because I like what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Like what you're doing.
All right, guys. So this is their group. They're called they're Puppies for Patriots of Montana. They're in Enos, Montana. You can go check them out on Facebook, on YouTube. So that was back in July 24th, right? And he sung that song for him. So these people, see, look, hold on. Let me put Donnie up here with me. You guys, you guys know. Donnie here, huh, Bubba? Donnie goes everywhere with me, right? If you guys have ever seen me in public in the last year, you know he's with me everywhere. Because dogs are your best friend, right? And him and I, we go visit veterans and stuff whenever we can in the hospital. And there's Julius, man, we missed you. So do me a favor, folks. Just go check out that video, like it, tell them a hi, thank them for what they're doing. Because, I mean, look at this guy. Let me see if I can move this out of the way. Look at this little buddy. Look at my little buddy. He just loves everybody. And anybody who's met him, all he's ever done is hugged and kiss him, right? So, yeah. Cajun had breakfast with Donnie. Gave him some bacon, too. Did you give him bacon? I forget what you gave him. Oh, yeah, we bought him bacon. So, guys, like I said, go check out that, just watch that video so they get a little bit of credit, get a little watches, try and get their views up. Leave a comment, hit a like for him, because, anybody willing to help out a veteran is a friend of mine. And for people that will actually go and train St. Bernards to go and be service animals to veterans with PTSD, that's the best. Oh, Drunk Uncle's here. Oh man, I should have waited I guess I should have waited to show you play this video then, damn it. Gosh darn it. Should I play the video again, guys? You want to see it again so we can show it for Drunk Uncle? What's up, buddy? Hold on, let me go in here and get you all set up. What the heck? There we go. There's Drunk Uncle. So what's up, buddy boy? Dude, this is weird.
Not a whole lot.
Okay, I don't like this.
Just working on my day off.
Yeah, I remember that. Why is this not Oh, I know why. We had to redo this last night. That's why, huh? So you had to work on your day off, huh? That's gotta suck.
Overtime, baby.
That's true. That's true. I forgot. You're like you have one of those businesses where you still get paid an hourly wage too, or a wage too. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a coolio. Look who's back. Julius is back. Julius, I was just telling people, I'm like, have you seen Julius? I think he's mad at me or something. It's like, I haven't seen Julius. I haven't seen Julius, man. Let's see. Your buddy's with you all the time? Hell yeah, my buddy's with me all the time, man. I never go anywhere without Donnie. I can't.
Not even to the bathroom.
Can't even go to the bathroom without him because this little brat will be like, Dad, why are you leaving without me? And actually, you know what, guys? We have some more people, so I'm gonna show this again, anyways. Just because I can. So, Drunk Uncle, I'm in a St. Bernard group, and I posted a picture of me and Donnie going to the VA hospital, and taking pizzas to the veterans and all the gifts we take them, And this lady hit me up, and she's like, oh my gosh, I do similar stuff. I actually train service dogs to give to veterans. And this lady and her husband, they're out of Montana, and they actually train St. Bernards now, and they make them, and they give them to veterans who are service, or like veterans who need like service dogs because of their PTSD and all that stuff. So, and she's actually given me tips on how to train Donnie, you know, here and there, you know, so that's awesome too. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna show you
Get him to
guys.
stop slobbering on my friend's arm.
No, I can't get him to stop doing that. Will you get him to stop sitting on me in the back of the truck? Can't do that either. But here, you know what? We're gonna watch this video one more time, and that way, drunk uncle, you can see it. And there's really.
What's up, Digga? What's up, hillbilly?
What's up, hillbilly at heart? What's up, Eva Kniva? How you doing, sweetheart? How are you? I hope you're feeling better. Were you able to maybe figure out Discord yet? See, here's one of the service dogs that they train.
Back, I'm Robert Perry. I'm a disabled Marine vet.
So drunk, it doesn't matter in the video. You
Loves
don't
my
see any
fellow
words
brothers and
or any
sisters, and I made a promise
speaking.
with God that when He's ready to take me, then I'll go. You know, and that's how I want to leave it with all my brothers. Doesn't matter how bad you feel or how bad it gets.
The head Proud Boy
Only
is
ones
Jewish
that
and
hurt
FBI.
and
Oh
take
my
your
gosh.
life is the family
We got a
you
troll in
leave
here?
behind. You're a coward if you do that, because that's an easy way out. While the rest of their lives, your family has to live with your sorrow, thinking they could have stopped it. So please, anyone that has it
You
in
can't see
mind.
all the chat? I don't know why.
Now for Katie, I wrote this song. It's titled "A Hero's Best Friend," and what it is,
You're gonna like
I
this
believe
drunk
God put
being a dog
dogs
lover
here
like me.
to help man. You know, that's why they call us, you know, our best friends. So, picture a guy coming home with PTSD. It's an issue that nobody knows because you can't see it. It isn't a physical thing.
I got to hear the
Men-
song whenever I was coming in
And a
and
lot of
letting the
men and
dog
women
out
are
and
embarrassed
food and
that
stuff.
they have this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm playing it again
It's just
anyways.
the wrong attitude.
Okay.
You don't need to be embarrassed for anything.
Go check these people out,
And there's
everybody.
anybody out there
Go
going to
visit
tell
their
you
page.
you should be embarrassed.
Just
On
like
the
it for me.
contrary. He said that's just your way of showing love for the ones that have
They
fallen.
need some better speakers,
And
though.
my way of showing it is the
Yeah.
song I'm going to do for Katie.
Well,
And Katie,
this is just like
your
an open
song.
event, I think, you
It's
know?
free. It's yours. You can
Yeah.
do what you want. It's called A Hero's Best Friend. A warrior back from battle and on his way back home. But there's a silent injury and he shouldn't
Look at that
be
puppy.
left alone. What this hero has gone through, only God and the warrior knows. But the best thing that could help them is a new friendship to grow. See, there really is no secret that dogs are man's best friend. They'll give their heart and love to you until the very end. And they'll be your true companion. And they'll always be your friend.
I gotta get Donnie to do
And they'll
tricks like
be
that.
your true companion up until the very end.
Oh, that's awesome, Eva. I'm glad you're getting help.
Now that's why God put canines here. They bring us strength and might, and they help us with our injuries, and they help us with our fright. See, your four-legged buddy will be always by your side, and he'll be there and he'll comfort you, and with his heart open wide. See, there really is no secret that dogs are man's best friend. They'll give their heart and love to you until the very end. And they'll be
at all
your
those Saint
true
Bernards, man.
companion. And they'll always be your friend. And they'll be your true companion.
You're ignored, Digga.
Up
Who's
until the
ignoring you?
very end. And that's why God put canines here. They're
Who's
our
ignoring
best
you?
thing that can help us. And I've seen it firsthand what our little four-legged buddies can do. It'll put a smile on that veteran's face, and it'll put a little
Why is
place in
Donnie
his
crying?
heart
Why are you
knowing
crying, Donnie? Come here,
that
Papa.
he's got a buddy for life.
Got to go
And
outside?
all he's got to do is feed him and give him
I just
love.
brought Donnie inside.
It doesn't get any better than that. And that's
I
your
said
song,
hey to
Katie.
Digga Warp,
That's all
didn't I?
yours.
I did
I'll
Trying
get
too.
it
to-
recorded here, and you can.
Pretty sure I
put it
did.
up
If I
there.
didn't hate Digga Warp, I
I'm-
don't know if you're saying I was ignoring, wasn't trying to
I thought we both
do
said hi
that.
to
I
Digga.
thought I said hey to you. I don't
this-
know what she's talking about.
There you guys go. But just go and your baby's so. Oh, I'm so sorry, Eva. You lost your puppy too. Just check these guys out. So that's all I'm saying. I just like you guys know me when it comes to veterans and it comes to dogs. That's just the way I do things. Right.
Word.
So, yeah, that was actually the first. No, I saw a message when she first came in. I said, "What's up?" So I saw her. So how was work today, my friend?
Kind of slow.
Yeah.
I was pretty much consumed the whole day because there was some sort of January. Today everything is about January 6th, and I said something about Ray Epps and John Sullivan, and the left just went
At work or on the internet?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Well, of course. Hell, I even reposted my Cops Are Here video. Because I know people are going to be searching for January 6th, you know? So maybe that's why that troll came in today. Because, you know, my video's spreading around again.
That could be.
Who knows? Oh, I got a threat. Not a threat. Some dude... Let's see... Oh, it's over there. I get a message from some guy on Instagram, and it says, "Fuck you, you racist fucking piece of shit. I don't want to ever see you with a fucking San Jose Sharks backpack again."
I was just been like, well, okay, I guess I'm gonna wear that shit every day now. Where can I come visit you at?
I know, right? Oh, well, it's funny because his Instagram is his name. So I got my search and stuff. So I've been searching for him. But they're, if you only have the names, you don't know what state they're in. It's kind of hard to find these people. But I'll find them. I'm pretty good at that. I've done that before. I had somebody messing with me like that, and so what I did is I sent a screenshot of everything that they wrote to me that was all nasty and sent it to their work. And what happened is they worked for a nursing home, and so I even added in there, I'm like, I'm disabled, and just letting you know that I don't think I wouldn't want to have to end up in a hospital or a nursing home and have to have a nurse like this. And how would you feel if I let all this information get out? So then they started threatening me if I ever showed it that they were gonna, I had lawyers and all kinds of shit calling me, and I was like, look, I said, I'll put it out if I fucking want to. I said, all I want you to do is fire that chick, and so they fired her. They may have rehired her right away, but or maybe just faked the firing, but still, it was enough drama because this lady was like, I hope you fucking die, you racist crippled motherfucker, and just shit like that. So.
It's crazy that it tends to be the left that is always wishing like death on people.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe
They're
Biden.
supposed to be the passionate ones. We want to help everybody. You should die! Read!
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse James, they stole my video. I tried to do a copyright on them to, take my video down, and YouTube says, nope, they're allowed to do it. I'm on the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, How many people stole my video? I don't know. And then yesterday we showed one of my videos, and I get a copyright hit from HBO because I licensed my video to them. So
Did you ever hear back from them?
Yeah, he said
it doesn't mean it's theirs.
No, it's not, because on the paperwork that I signed, it says I still own all rights to the video. I am only licensing out this for one video, so they can only use it for the 4 hours at the Capitol, and they couldn't use it for anything else. So, like, let's say if they go 4 hours at the Capitol revisited, right? Like 10 years from now, they still have to contact me and buy it from me all over again if they want to do anything. Like if they change it, in any way, shape, or form, they have to pay me again. So that's kind of cool. So that's cool. Yeah, the New York Times too.
Do you remember that I brought up that Dustin Poirier is going to be fighting Nate Diaz, like on a short notice fight last night? I brought it up. I don't know if you heard.
I don't know if I heard it or not, but yeah.
I may have brought it up whenever you went to the bathroom, but
maybe.
Now I don't know what in the hell is going on because Diaz. I need to get on like Twitter because there's a lot of back and forth that goes on with a lot of these fighters. And Nate Diaz, I know this is not true. He's just fucking with him, but he's like, I just called UFC and they said that you suck, so I can't fight somebody that sucks. So I don't know what's going on with you never know with them Diaz brothers. They're so like short-tempered and ADD, like they'll lose interest in something in a fucking heartbeat.
Tito Ortiz, he's done fighting, isn't he? He fought his last fight, I thought.
Yeah, he's retired.
Because Rocksloth was asking you. Yeah. And what's up, buddy? And he had to quit his. He was on the city council of Huntington Beach, and something happened there. He quit it for some reason.
Weren't you supposed to be somewhere where Tito Ortiz was supposed to be?
Yeah, remember I was gonna go to Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
So, well, no, the 4 hours at the Capitol, so Sheep Dog says, fuck it, watch on Eddie. No, the whole entire, they only paid for 2 minutes and 14 seconds of video, I think, of mine. And then I have like a minute, or, I don't know, what do you think I was, like 2 minutes of video or interview time with me? Something like that. Yeah, I'm going to get on Discord, Eva, but we're going to start doing the news first. We want to get back to our old school ways. Everybody wants to come here for the news, and that's what I'm known for. So we do the news, and then once the news is done, then we bring everybody up again. We'll go on the Discord, and then people can jump in. It's just, people come here, they want to hear the news. They want to hear my views on the news and Drunk Uncle's views on the news. So that's why we're doing that.
But I was digging around, and the rumor is Nate Diaz really because he's only got one fight left in the UFC. He's only got one fight left. And rumor is he's holding out for what I want to see. I called him personally. I said, yo, Nate Diaz, what's up?
You got his phone number, you got him. Yeah, you in his DMs.
Yeah, we in the DMs. I was like, man, you got to hold out on that trilogy fight, man. You got one fight left. But that's the rumor. He's holding out. He wants to fight McGregor one last time to just put it to rest.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. Freaking.
No, I was done.
I'm looking at Rocksloth and because he's in Twitch instead of YouTube, and his it's Ryan. I was like, oh, it's okay. Now I remembered. I did. I actually didn't see it, Eva, but thank you. I appreciate that, and I was gonna call you. I just haven't had a chance to call you, sweetheart. Everything's cool. We know you were having trouble that day, so. And now, yeah, God Rise of Harley says, and now here's the news with Eddie. Well, how come my last name isn't capitalized, and how come Drunk Uncle isn't capitalized? We're not good enough to be capitalized? Oh my goodness, we don't have a lot of news today. But we can, we'll start off with this teachers thing. Did you hear about this? What's going on in Chicago right now, Drunk Uncle?
I barely got to hear anything today because, like I said, I made that one comment. That thread is over 200 posts in it, and a lot of it's talking to me and just the.
Oh, thank you, Stat.
They think I'm insane. But, they're the ones that are just hurling insults at me, and I'm just responding. I think I said one thing about somebody living in their mom's basement. Other than that, I didn't cuss at anybody. I didn't call anybody any names.
You're okay, Eva. Right, Drunk? Yeah, I know. It's always the left.
They were just so, emotionally triggered, and I was just like, oh my God. And they were just like, you just want them the Republicans to get away with what they did. And I said over and over, I said, hey, if you were there that day and you fucked up, that's on you. I don't care what fucking side that you're on. I was like, but there were people on both sides there. We know this for a fact because John Sullivan was there. We got Ray Epps. I mean, that's just known.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from John Sullivan in 6 months. Have you?
No, but I haven't been looking either.
Well, that's true. Hey, Julius is in here tonight.
Telling me Antifa's made up, and I was like, no, they started in the 1930s to actually fight fascism in Germany. I was like, they're still active in Europe, and European Antifa are not the same as American Antifa. And it's just like, you're a liar, Reed. I just couldn't handle it.
Right. Let's see. You want that up there. I was trying to do some little bit of rearranging here. There we go. We can do that. There we go. Yeah. So anyways, oh, you know, I actually had to sit down and I read the Twitch, terms of service today. We're actually not allowed to play music and stuff like we've been doing on Twitch. We just haven't.
Did you get something on Twitch?
No, I didn't get in trouble at all. I didn't get in trouble at all, but somebody said I should read the terms of service to keep my ass out of trouble, and I did. So we're not allowed to play music on Twitch, but we can play videos as long as they are on Amazon Prime. So we can play any video on Amazon Prime, and if I buy a movie or a video on Amazon Prime, we can play it, but music you can't. And so I was like, well, if I can play Amazon Prime, I can probably play Amazon Music. But no, you can't even play Amazon Music on Twitch either. All this copyright stuff. Is that me or is that you?
It may be in their terms of service, but it's whether or not they actually choose to enforce it. I mean, of course, it's always, you know, good to cover your ass, but you know what's this Getter that's coming up? You know, they supposedly they have all the same, like, you know, terms of service as Twitter does. However, you know, you only pull that string when you get, you know, forced into a corner. So
yeah,
they're like, you know, hate speech isn't allowed, and you know who defines hate speech. Yeah, you know who define what is hate speech, and you know there's real no definite. It's something that hurts your feelings. You know, I'm sorry. You know, people. Yeah. You know, try to hurt my feelings all the time. It's hard to hurt my feelings because I don't really have any.
Yeah.
But you know, they it's just there in case they want to use it.
Yeah, of course. And you know, like I heard it, the bigger you get, the more. Because basically, so on Twitch, what happens is the minute we're done with the show, it just turns it off. All this is live, and that's it. It doesn't save it on their website. Because, you know, they probably don't have the storage or whatever, and it's probably cheaper for them. So I guess if you just shut it down, right, and nobody complains, then you're okay. So the only way they catch it is if somebody complains. So you have to like screen record it and then send it to them. So that's the way you get in trouble. But still, at any moment, somebody could screen record something that we did and get us in trouble. So I'm gonna try and do good. We're going to try and do good on here. And it sucks. We have to follow their stupid rules. But you know what? Where else are we going to go? There's nowhere else.
And with some nice video editing, technically I could take down anybody I wanted to. Run that shit through Final Cut.
Right.
Overlay some damn music.
Heck yeah, dude. You totally could, huh? Never even thought about that. Well. Oh, well. All right, let's get to the frickin' news. All right, let's see. Is the news up on the screen? Yes, it is. Chicago cancels public school as officials and teachers reach an impasse over remote learning. Remote fucking learning, folks. Chicago officials.
But I didn't watch the video, but I did hear something about this.
Yeah, I just heard about it. Today I've been kind of busy trying to read the terms of service and doing other stuff and conversating with people.
I can't remember. They want something. The teachers want something. For the life of me, but I'm sure this will tell us.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So it says they canceled classes for hundreds of thousands of public school students for 2 days this week after reaching an impasse with the city's teachers union over whether in-person learning was safe during a wave of COVID-19 infections. But you know, yet they got the vaccine. They're probably forcing them to wear in Chicago. Do you got to wear masks at school? I bet you got to wear masks at school in Chicago.
Chicago, probably.
Right? So what are you worried about? You got a booster, you got the freaking shot, and you got a mask, and the kids are wearing a mask. And you're making, if you're in California, you're making the kids wear a mask at school too, whether they're vaccinated or not. So.
And you got to carry an illegal handgun.
Right? Yeah, and you get to carry an illegal handgun.
That just seems to be like standard in Chicago.
I wonder what the
You an illegal handgun.
I wonder what the numbers are, what the percentages. For 1 out of every 10 people is carrying an illegal handgun in Chicago. I don't know. I don't know how many gangbangers there are in Chicago, right? So,
Well, they have very strict gun laws, so that's why most handguns are going to be illegal. So it's going to be a high percentage.
So think about it. So if 1 in 10, if every gang member carries a gun, right? Then you're going to have people that are afraid of the gang member, so then they carry a gun. Or some of them, right? There's probably a lot of people carrying guns out there.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see. It says shitty leaders. Shitty. That's what we should do. Shitty leadership, including Mayor Lori Lightfoot Beetlejuice, had asked teachers to continue in classroom instruction, but 88% of the teachers and the teachers union leadership and 73% of its members voted on Tuesday in favor of remote location. 73% voted in remote. You know why I think that is? There's a couple reasons. So number one, they don't got to go in the fucking work. They still get paid from doing their job from their home, right? So they probably like doing their job from their home. They don't have to pay gas to commute. They don't have to, go out or, make a lunch there or whatever the heck they're doing. But here's the other thing. So when you're in class and you're teaching elementary kids, you got to buy a lot of supplies, right? Teachers don't get paid for the supplies they pay. So if they're doing online learning, they don't have to pay for supplies.
That is kind of fucked up that they make them pay for supplies, though.
It is. It's very is, But that's just, unfortunately, that's the way it is. But I mean, like, my sister's a teacher. Well, actually, my sister makes a pretty good living as a teacher. But my sister also, so she teaches high school, but she was the number 4 teacher in the country, 3 years, in the top 4 teachers in the country for a couple years in a row. So, so maybe that's why she gets paid more. I don't know. It's funny too. And I asked her, I'm like, because she teaches animal science, she teaches FFA. She's an FFA teacher. So I asked her, I'm like, I saw a picture. You have Trump stuff in your classroom. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, they don't say anything to you about that? She's like, they know better than to. I was like, okay. I'm like, well, you haven't got vaccinated yet. Are they making you get vaccinated? She's like, in their fucking dreams. And it's just, I don't know if that's because where she lives, I mean, she's an FFA teacher, right? Most FFA people or farmers are, conservative. So maybe that's why, or maybe it's just because they don't want to lose her. Because she actually does 3 different teachers' jobs, I guess. She teaches 3 different classes, and it should be 3 separate teachers teaching it, So.
But speaking on COVID, if I don't say it now, I'll forget. I don't think there's anything that's gonna hurt anything because of the way I word it. But I had a customer come in today, and
nope, she's not single, hillbilly.
He said something about was supposed to have a surgery or something like that, but he found out that they think that he has MS.
Ooh.
And he's maybe only about, I don't know, 5-6 years older than I am. Mm-hmm. But as he was walking out, he asked me. He was like, "You think it would have anything to do with my vaccine?" And I was like, I have no idea, but if you report it to VARS, the VARS, you know what the VARS system is, don't you?
No, honestly, I don't. I'm not gonna lie.
So it doesn't matter if it's COVID related or just any kind of medication related, like adverse effects. It's on the CDC website, but I think it's called VARES or VARS. That's where you go when you report that, hey, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened.
Okay.
So this is they kind of keep track of it. But he was like, I never had any, because he was talking about something about one of his legs. He can't stand right. Like, he even showed me. He's like, I can lift this leg up, but if I try to lift this with my balance, and he was like, none of this happened until I got that second shot.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I hate to hear it, but just get on the VARs and at least report it. You might. I don't know.
Well, maybe.
But it just sucks to hear.
Yeah, that definitely does. Maybe he had maybe they had it behind, like, you know, they had it, but it was undiagnosed because it was kind of like laying just dormant there, you know. And maybe there was just something, like, maybe he did have it before and he didn't know it, and then just something with the vaccine just like triggered it, like just the littlest tiny thing could trigger, you know.
Yeah.
Possible. It's possible. I don't know, but sorry sorry that they're having to go through that, especially at an older age. When you get MS at an older age, that's just as bad as having. I think it's worse than having it when you're younger, right?
Well, he was. I mean, he was definitely, you know, kind of upset about it, but he was hopeful because, you know, he was saying that they've made a lot of progress in MS. And I was like, yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend whose friend's mom had MS, and she was fine as long as she had her weed, you know, and she wasn't even a weed smoke. She used it medicinally, you know what I mean? You know, she wasn't trying to get high, you know, she would laugh and have a good time, you know, but it was the thing that, like, kept her straight.
Yeah. Right on. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep in Chicago, though. I had 2 in Chicago in a row. So get this: Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot says businesses are grateful for her vaccine mandate. What businesses are grateful for a vaccine mandate? Honestly, do you know any businesses can you imagine any businesses that would be grateful for a vaccine mandate? I'm gonna lose money. I'm gonna lose businesses. Business is business, right? It says, Mayor Lori Lightfoot says the business owners in her city are grateful that she imposed a vaccine mandate for restaurants and other venues as the city attempts to emerge from the coronavirus. Oh, thank you, Wicked Way. We appreciate that.
All she needs to get is two restaurants to say that we're grateful, and she can technically say that.
Well, that's true too, right? You know, my brother owns a restaurant, and they last year they were forcing a vaccine mandate, right? Or I mean, a mask mandate, and he got together, you know, because my brother's probably the biggest restaurant in town. He got everybody together and all the restaurant owners, and he said, "Look, if we stick together and we hold our guns, we can go in there, and you know, they're not gonna fine us all, are they? They're not gonna arrest us all if we all protest." So let's open up our restaurants tomorrow and not force the mask policy. Or I don't know if it was the mask policy or just being open indoors. They were making them close down. And everybody said, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay open. Well, guess who was the only person that was open and got a fine that day? My brother.
So everybody said they were going to do it and then didn't.
Yep.
I was about to say, like, you.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if they, but my brother's liked by all the other restaurant owners, so I think they just got cold feet because, oh, wait, hold on. I think maybe they closed down after he got fined. I don't know what it was. I forget the whole story.
They were driving to work and they're like, uh-oh, Charlie didn't open up. Oh, Sandy didn't either.
Maybe, right?
I guess they backed out. Okay, turn around. Let's go home. We ain't opening today.
Here you go. Gra says the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System is a United States program for vaccine safety, co-managed by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and the Food and Drug Administration. Thank you, Gra. Thank you, Gra. Oh, yeah, by the way, Julius was in here earlier, drunk. I don't know if he still is. I was like, where's Julius? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I seen him. I was wondering where I'd seen him floating around in other live streams.
Yeah. Gloria thinks that, Gloria Miller says Chicago voters have learned their lesson since electing Lori Lightfoot as mayor. The lesson is no more sexy men. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, you know, they got to hire Beetlejuice again. All right, so here's...
I guess Gloria will never be mayor there because she's pretty cute.
You know, I wasn't going to say it because people said I've been doing too much flirting lately, too. So I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, she's very
Well,
cute.
I don't flirt, so I can get away with that.
You can get away with it, yeah. Yes, you can. There you go. There's her picture again. She's actually pretty cute. So it says starting this past Monday, anyone in Chicago aged 5 and over is required to show proof of full vaccination at any public place that serves food and drinks, including bars. So it's the same thing that New York's doing, LA's, well, California's doing, everybody now, right? But let's see what it says about the businesses. The initial announcement was met with public skepticism from some of the Chicago restaurant industry. Well, when I saw the COVID crisis, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Mary Kay Toozy, owner of Chicago's Twin Anchors restaurant, said the vaccine mandate will cost her money in the long run. Thank you. It says, we're not a bar where we check IDs, so I have no idea of how I'm going to do it physically in my restaurant and figure out logistics of how this is going to be done. Short of having someone stand outside and check IDs, which means I'm going to have to hire somebody new because I don't have any people or on staff to do that. And that's not something I had in my budget. So guess what that means now? This business is either going to take a hit so they can stay open, or if they're a smart business person, they're going to have to raise their prices, which is then going to give them a hit too, right? So now you're in a jumble. If you guys don't own a business, you're in a jumble, right? How many, think about this. I saw a post today and it said, holy shit, Dollar Tree is lying now. Now they're $1.25 an item. You guys all know Dollar Tree. It's supposed to be everything's $1, right? Well, now they starting January 1st, I think it was, they bumped it all up to $1.25. Well, you know why? That's because of the fucking government, folks. That's because of your $15 an hour fucking wages. That's because of the taxes. That's because of everything, right? So, blame the government.
Well, they had a good run while they can. I didn't think most ones that actually had that dollar in their name, like we have Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, but I knew that just because it said dollar in it doesn't mean everything in there is $1.
No.
I don't know which ones.
Or
I guess
some of the dollar stores, like Dollar Tree, everything is $1. Dollar General is not. What was the first one you met? Family Dollar. I think I think there's ones where it'll a lot of time they'll say everything's $1 and more. They'll have a little tiny.
Yeah.
So, it's their.
I mean, it is definitely a good idea. It worked for a long time. But
well, shit, I seen them in I seen Dollar Trees in San Francisco, right? I'm like, how can you pay the rent selling shit for $1 in San Francisco? But they're thriving. So I mean, I don't know how they do it. But then if you think about it, you buy Chinese cheap shit. They cost a penny to make, so they sell it to them for 5 cents each, and then they sell them for $1 each. I guess
I was gonna say people that are doing community service work there, but that's Goodwill.
Yeah, that's Goodwill and stuff like that. That's good. Oh, and so if you guys want to know about them, I don't know if it's Goodwill per se, but I understand all of these thrift stores do this. My ex-wife had a thrift store, and one of the companies came up to us because we had told them, hey, somebody's illegally using your name to get free goodies to sell at their thrift store. And they're like, what? So they showed up, and we took them over. They're like, look, there's their trailer. He's like, yeah, that's not our logo, but it said, that it was the name of their thrift store, right? And well, I can say it. St. Vincent de Paul. It says St. Vincent de Paul, and because one of my new employees used to work for him, and he told me, he's like, yeah, what they do is they go out, and this is what I would work for him. I'd walk the block, dropping out papers saying, hey, we'll be back on Friday. We're taking free donations. Just leave, put everything on your curb, and we'll come by on Friday. And so he was upset that they were using their logo, because I mean, if you're driving around with not their exact logo, but their name, and you're saying you're them, that's stealing intellectual property. But then also, if they hit somebody or hurt somebody, So he came in and got on the stop, and then he's like, hey, we don't actually have one here in Madera. How about we do licensing agreements? He's all, you pay us a certain amount of money every month, and then you get our nonprofit status. You use our name, and then you get free workers and free donations. And I'm like, I thought you guys only have your own stores. He's like, no, we just license it out. We make more money that way. So when you think you're supporting the thrift store, say you're think you're supporting St. Vincent de Paul, you kind of are because they get that licensing fee. but
Yeah.
you really don't. So when you donate money, well, I mean, when you donate to them, you're still, they get the licensing fee, but still. So that's just something for you guys
Want to learn how
know.
to step up your options trading strategy from your...
Sorry, that was So that's just something for you guys to know about stuff like that.
How rude of that guy to interrupt you like that,
I
Eddie.
know, stupid Fox commercial. All right, let's see. But anyway, so what I was saying about that lady taking, I went totally off thing. So by her now having to hire somebody new, right? She's got to do a balancing act now. How much can I raise my prices without losing too many customers? You know, so I can afford to pay this new person. So you know, by raising the price, you're gonna lose some customers, obviously. So you got to figure that out. I don't know if you do all that mathematical work at your business, but it's a lot of fucking math to figure that out, right? You know there's going to be a percentage of loss. So you got to...
I do it more on a product-to-product scale.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how big it is in demand, what the supply is, the how saturated that particular market is. Like
I don't know who this woman behind me is. A friend of mine was selling it on eBay, and I always wanted to buy something from him, and he showed this on his YouTube channel, so I bought it. I just like the painting. It's a painting. It's a drawing. It's not an actual photograph.
No, it's Heather. I know her. She lives down the street.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Can you introduce me to her?
Sure.
God, thank you, bud. Thank you. But that's what I meant about, the juggling act. And so I'm sorry. So what were you saying again now, Drunk?
I just kind of do it on a product thing, and I'm gonna have to talk with Chappie about, because she's not as familiar with it as I am, and I mean I don't have a ton of time under my belt, but I noticed it's a race to the bottom. The more competition you have, the bigger the items get and the less the costs and less the price. You just have a plethora. But if you're the only company that sells THCO, then I mean you do what you want to do. But as soon as you start to get more competition and like, oh, well, we got 600 milligram THCO, oh, we got 700, and now it just.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch too.
So they didn't, back when I started vaping, they didn't even used to sell this size bottle. It was like a fourth of this, and it would cost you $22.
Hold on one second before I forget, Drunk. I just got to answer this real quick question. Jesse James, text me later on or remind me. Noodles last night sent me a link to the Israel studies, and apparently Israel does real studies on the COVID-19. There's no... They're known to be the most up-to-date, most accurate. Accurate's the best probably word for it. Most accurate numbers. And he sent me the link, and I can send you guys. I'll put it out later on too for you guys. Sorry, Drunk. So about your 44 ounce.
On Google, think about using DuckDuckGo, because they might not. Google's going to give you fixed results. You might have more luck on DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
But but now you buy this same size bottle and it'll cost you $25. Yes, $3 more, but it's 4 times the size. So now I'm starting to see that in this Delta 8 game, because everything was like 1 milliliter disposables, just across the board. And now they're starting to go to 2 milliliter disposables, which is fine. But, I picked some up last week, and Chappie, raised the price on me. And I was like, damn, I asked the guy, I was like, what are people selling these for? I got it straight from the horse's mouth on what his customers are selling them for. And so that's what I priced them at. And I was explaining to my employee that was telling me, he was like, yeah, she raised the price like $10. And I started explaining it to him and, going through the history of it and how it's almost a race to the bottom. And he's like, yeah, I think you might need to talk to her about that. And I was like, well, she's got enough on her plate right now dealing with the COVID, and her mom's-in-law just passed, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Give her my love again. All right, so Ghislaine Maxwell lawyers seek a new trial now after a juror discloses he was sex abuse victim. Well, that's definitely. I would guess that's definitely a big time conflict of interest there, right? Man,
Well,
how
hell,
did
one
they
of
get through?
the jurors in the Chauvin trial was a BLM activist.
Yeah, that's true, right? Remember? They caught it.
Yeah.
We actually they had him on tape breaking the fucking. Oh no! Yeah, that's right. Afterwards, they found out it was that guy that went to the news right away and was trying to make a whole bunch of money selling his story. So, well, let's see. So, her lawyers are seeking a new trial after one of the jurors who convicted the British socialite told news stories he was a sex abuse victim. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna give her a? You think they're gonna give her a new trial over that?
I say do it, and
Hopefully
let's see
we find out more info out of it.
And then offer her a plea deal, not to where she's going to get, because I don't care what you say, Jeffrey Epstein was not the mastermind. It was this bitch. Her fucking dad done the same damn thing. He's the one who taught Epstein, from what I hear. So this is my thought.
Okay.
But offer her some sort of plea deal to, even if she does spend the rest of her life in prison, it'll be fucking a cool ass, the best prison. You got HBO, you got all the shit, but get them fucking names. That's what we want to know. Get them names. We want to know them names.
That's what I'm wondering, because in this trial, how did they convict her without evidence, right? So why didn't they sorry, there's something. Andy No just sent something out. Why aren't they why don't they know who the people are involved? I mean, if they know for sure it happened, then who were the people that were victimizing these kids, right? Ghislaine and Epstein are in trouble for trafficking the women, the young ladies and boys, I think. Were there boys too? I don't know. But anyways, if they have the victims, how come they don't have the victims? Had to have said, well, yeah, Bill Clinton slept with me when I was 12 years old. You know what I mean? Why don't they? The victim's name had to have come out, unless there was injunctions or something saying they couldn't say their names.
Yeah, there are probably a lot of objections, but we know we didn't get any video footage. Probably being in the courtroom was very limited, but we just didn't get hardly any info from it, and we all know why those names aren't getting out there, because I mean, just the names that we know of are huge.
Yeah, Bill Clinton, freaking Prince Andrew.
For all we know, the judge on the stand, or half the Supreme Court, or who knows? I mean, this is top shelf, blackmail shit. A lot of these people, they're probably have to go to their deathbed with this stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, by the way, before I forget, so I went on LinkedIn today, and you have to pay to be able to message people on LinkedIn. You have to have a plan or something like that. But you can ask to be what is it called, acquaintance or whatever of somebody, right? And then it says, do you want to send a message with this? So I went to one of the producers of Cobra Kai, and I sent them a message. I sent them a friend request, and I said, hey, I watched the show, and I wanted to know, and the question I asked you today, about a bus. Let's just say about a bus, so nobody knows what I'm talking about that hasn't seen the show yet. And I put that in there, and I told them the mistake that I saw, at least, and I said, isn't this a mistake, And then I said, hey, and by the way, if you ever need a good video editor, you should hire me. So hopefully they'll respond to me, because I want to know. Because guys, if you watch,
did you at least tell them that you love the show and you're a huge fan before you
I think I did.
Pointed out their plot hole?
I think I did. I don't know, maybe
Okay.
not. But so guys, if you watch Cobra Kai, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil it because Drunk Uncle and I have both watched the whole entire season already. But I found
I
something.
remember the guy did the thing, and it was like, whoa, and it's crazy, and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
I found, which I think is a huge mistake, and I could be wrong, but I think I found a huge mistake. So we'll see. And if you want to ask me, if you've already seen all the episodes and you want to ask me, you can send me an email at EddieBlockFilms@gmail.com or go into my Discord and you can ask me, and I'll tell you there because I don't want to spoil it for everybody else. But what did you think about that, Trunk? Don't you remember what I told you? Do you remember what I was pointing out in that? Just say yes or no. We don't want to get too far into it.
No, but I don't think I was paying that close attention to that detail of remembering what was said earlier and then where
Later
the
on.
bus is going.
Okay.
It's the same thing with the belts. You know, I never noticed that either.
Well, I can say the belts on here. Here's the other thing I noticed. If you notice, every kid that was at the competition had a black belt. Not every kid that was there. There was one person that said, "Hey, I've only been training for 6 months." No freaking way you get a black belt in 6 months.
I think I may know. I think it's just a throwback because you know how Cobra Kai has kind of been following Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You've noticed that? Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So Daniel-san didn't have a black belt whenever he competed in his first. Remember, Mr. Miyagi stole it.
Oh, that's right, huh?
So maybe it's a throwback to that, like
Okay.
just a little. Even though not everybody could steal a black belt,
Oh, thank you, Mickey
from,
Waves. Actually,
but-
Eva, sorry.
that might be a throwback.
Yeah, actually, Eva, when you get channel points, you can buy stuff, but I don't have anything up yet to buy or get gifts, so I got to start working on that. We're going to start working on getting some gifts, and then you'll be able to use those. Got to figure out how it works. Yes, God rides a Harley. What were you saying? It says Tuesday night. I know I switched it again. Let me look. Let's look.
Says Wednesday to me.
It says Wednesday to you. Okay. Hey, I got a question. God rides a Harley. Do you if you leave my Twitch page open and you just like hit the button to make your screen go down lower and then you bring it back up, it'll still say Tuesday because you never closed the window. I think maybe that's why. Yeah, you like my jug? I can make it bigger. That's what she said. She can make it bigger.
Command R. Or I don't know if he's using a PC. If it's a PC, it would be Control R for refresh,
Oh yeah,
right?
refresh. Yeah, maybe that. I don't know. But last night he said the same thing, and I looked. Remember, it said Wednesday night, so that may be why. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I fucked up. I'm a human, and I do sometimes mess up. Hey, what are we talking about? I fuck up all the time. Let's be real here. All right. So, you know, it's funny how all of these liberals who are all pro-mask are all taking vacation in Florida right now and going hanging out maskless. Apparently, AOC did it a couple days ago, and now good old freaking Eric Swalwell got caught down in Florida not wearing a mask. Right? But yet, oh no, Ron DeSantis is an asshole, and Ron DeSantis doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, right? So let's see. Eric Swalwell, a Democrat from California, who claimed last week that Republicans had prolonged the pandemic, was photographed maskless as he vacationed with his family in mandate-free Florida. But yet, here in California, if you want to go to the store, you gotta wear a fucking mask. If you want to go eat some food, you gotta wear a fucking mask, right? And he voted for it. This guy voted, well, the governor did it, but still, he pushed it, right? And yet this asshole is sitting there in Florida walking around with no mask on. Hypocrite much? You a hypocrite much? Commie bastards. What's good for thee is not good for me, or however the hell you guys say that stuff.
Rules for thee, not for me.
There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, tomorrow's the anniversary. Tomorrow's the anniversary of the January 6th. Oh, I gotta get one of those.
People's heads are gonna fucking.
Hold on, I
They're
gotta
already.
write this down. I gotta remember to get that. Get a pig sound. Hold on, I'm adding that to my stuff. Okay, cool. So they're saying 2 questions from the January 6th Capitol riot. What are they? How did this happen today of all days? And why has this gone on for so long? Those are the 2 questions I still have after a year after the riot at the U.S. Capitol. Well, why are those of all days? Well, we know why that day of all days, right? Let's see who.
Yeah, that's the easy answer.
That's a very easy answer. Why is it not telling me who? Somebody just donated. Wicked Ways. Thank you again. Thank you. Right?
And why did what go on for so long?
That's
It happened
that's
for
what I'm
2
wondering.
hours.
It says
What the
I was
fuck
on
are
the
you
air. Yeah, it says I was on the air for more than 15 hours on January 6th and 7th. Holed up in the basement of the Capitol during the insurrection. Okay, now we know for sure this is a liberal writing this, and this is on Fox News. How is this on Fox News? That's crazy. They're definitely liberal because there was no fucking insurrection. Let's just be can mods can ban other mods? No, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. Only I can ban a mod. Nobody was charged with insurrection, folks. It was not. If there was an insurrection, don't you think somebody would have been charged with insurrection? At least one person? Hell, even the biggest Proud Boys around are not getting charged with insurrection. So don't tell me it was an insurrection. Sorry, I had to rant for a minute. Let's see, where was I? I actually didn't start my day on January 6th until about 1 p.m. Well, you know, on January 5th, I started my day at 8 o'clock, and I didn't get to back to my hotel room till about 9. On January 6th, I started my day at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get home from the Capitol until what? It was, let's see, it was 6:30. I got back to my hotel room at 7:30 at night. So don't bitch about 15 hours, because I did over 24 hours probably those 2 days, you asshole.
Yeah, in 15 hours, that's not even 2 full work days. She just said it was over 2 days. I was like, so you work 7.5 hours a day.
Right?
Fucking good
I
for
didn't even
you.
think about that. I didn't even think about that. Right? Good catch, Drunk. Good catch, buddy. Let's see. It says, I actually didn't start my day on January 6th until about 1 p.m. That the time when the House and the Senate convened the joint session of Congress to certify the Electoral College. Well, you know what? At 6 o'clock in the morning, I left my hotel room. And when I got to... When I was getting close to the Lincoln Memorial, right? And there was just a fucking line for miles. There was a line for fucking miles, folks. I have it on video, but unfortunately the fucking FBI has it. But anyways, so I remember going through the line, you know, and I'm like, hey, crazy cripple guy trying to get through the line so I can get to the front, you know, and freaking, I had to stop like every couple of minutes. I interviewed a couple people and saw people, but yeah, it was crazy. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, there was a line a mile long to get in to see President Trump that day. A mile long, if not longer. And you heard it from the horse's mouth. No, that would be AOC, huh?
And yet the people that I was talking with today honestly believe that people heard his speech and then was somehow able to travel 1.8 miles to where the Capitol building was. Did they say 0.8 or 1.8?
I think it's 0.8. It's not that far. Right?
0.8. It is with that big of a crowd.
Oh, with that big of a crowd, you're walking slow. There's no fast walking there.
Yeah, and so they were trying to convince me that they heard the speech. She said, "Fight like hell," and then they went to the Capitol and started some shit. And I was like, "Who the fuck had the flux capacitor?" It started 20 minutes before he even started his fucking speech, and they're just like, "Liar, read, liar."
Oh, I was gonna say, who's Lisa Alexander? You're saying Loza Alexander, okay? Yeah, exactly right. you know, we've got. They actually remember they actually showed that in the HBO special that I was in.
Yeah.
So let's see if they show their questions. Let's read what else this dumbass has to say. Let's see. I began later than usual because we expected Republican lawmakers to contest up to 6 states. The House and the Senate are allowed to debate each state's slate of electors. Well, we know on this. And therein lies the essence of my first question. How did this riot happen on January 6th of all days? Well, because they were voting, and we wanted them to hear us yelling outside. Let them know and be loud as we could, so they, even though they were on the inside, they could hear us. I wanted my voice to be heard. I was out there screaming, right? That's why it happened on that day, because we wanted you. We thought maybe if you heard our voice, maybe you might say, "Holy shit, look out!" You know, you watch movies drunk, right? You always see those movies to where, you know, oh man, we need support, and there's something going on, and then there's like 1 or 2 people there, and then all of a sudden you see a row of just like thousands of hundreds of thousands of people walking up and saying, yeah, we don't want this, we don't want this, and I guess what, they vote the other way. Now, of course, yes, that's movies, but we all watch movies, and we all hope that movies is something that you know, could actually happen in life. So I feel, for the most part, that 95% of the people at that Capitol were there that in the hopes that if enough people were standing outside, that the people voting would see us and say, holy shit, I never thought there was that many people that thought differently than me. Maybe I shouldn't vote this way. That's what I thought. Okay? And,
I mean, when I went to D.C. to protest, you know, over this, we just didn't pick a day out of a fucking hat. It was like, I think it was technically like 2 days before Trump was going to sign a bill that was going to take flavored nicotine off the shelf.
mm-hmm.
We done it in a strategic fashion, you know? So, duh.
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, Eva, just so you know, Eva, if you go to HBO Max online, you can sign up and they give you 1 week for free. So go up, sign up for that 1 week for free, and then you can watch me on the 4 hours at the Capitol on HBO. I think it's still at the top it'll probably still be at the top of the list because of tomorrow's being the 6th. I'll bet you money. I'll bet you money. So if anybody wants to see the 4 hours at the Capitol, I loved it. I think they portrayed me very well. And in fact, they didn't start the very first second of the first person you see, but they started with me and they ended with me. Right? How cool was that? Like, I'm watching, I'm like, holy shit, I'm the very last thing they're showing, you know? And I think what I said was epic too. I was like, man, I'm the last man on the Capitol. Man, this is gonna be something special. Isn't that what I said? I said something like that. I'm like, holy shit, I'm the last man in the Capitol.
I just thought it was funny that you said, it's not shit, it's my scooter.
Right? It's not shit, it's my scooter.
I thought that was the funniest thing I heard.
Fuck it. You know, I'm sitting there at the top of the Capitol, worried if I'm gonna get arrested or not. And this motherfucker's sitting there talking shit to me, and I'm talking shit right back. But at that point, though, you know, if you're gonna go to jail, I mean, you're gonna go to fucking jail anyway. So what's the difference if you talk shit to him, right? I don't know. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Agua. All right, let's get back to this. Let's see what else this idiot's doing. Oh, thank you again, Wicked. So let's see. What did they say? The House and the Senate only convene a joint session of Congress for 2 events: the President's State of the Union address and the certify the Electoral College. And once again, you're asking why this day? The Vice President and the Speaker of the House preside over this session. The joint session in January 2013 to certify re-election of Obama was a sleepy affair. No members challenged any electoral votes. Fewer than 80 members from either body came up to the chamber. Well, who cares about that day? So in January 6, 2021 emerged as one of the most toxic, intense days ever seen at the historic U.S. Capitol. Security forces expected protests. The Capitol is used to The Capitol is used to demonstrations. But no one was ready for what unfolded last year. Multiple security officials told Fox in the days leading up to the riot that their biggest concern was a lone wolf. Their biggest concern was a lone wolf, and for years, congressional security experts figured that the biggest dangers of the Capitol were foreign terrorists. Look at that. They said the biggest concern was a lone wolf. Gee. What name pops into your head when you hear that, drunk uncle? I know what name pops into my head. They weren't worried about the whole crowd, they said. They said they were worried about the lone wolf. One person.
Well, in my head, that's Hamzat Shemaev because he is the wolf. He goes by the wolf or boars, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but when I hear wolf, I'm Hamzat.
I gotcha.
My boy Hamzat.
I'm pretty sure most of the people in here know what I'm going to say, though, right? I'm going to say John Sullivan. Who was on video and they're saying, "We did it. Our plan worked out," or whatever the fuck they said, right? John Sullivan telling his girlfriend
We did this.
on camera.
We did this. We got to get this shit burnt.
Is that what they said? Okay, see, my memory's so bad. All I know is they said they were basically admitting that they did it. And it's funny because he's the only one that was way out there that's not in jail right now. He got out of jail right away. Is Joe?
He's still gotta face charges though.
He
But
does.
I think, but who knows? You know, so did that Epps guy. Like he was one of the most wanted.
Yeah.
And then he just dropped off the list. You know, from my understanding.
But here's the problem. Why is Joe Big still in jail? Why is Rufio Panman still in jail? Why are all the other Patriots still in jail?
It doesn't make sense, but we know why.
We know why, yeah. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Why did the FBI raid my house and take all my shit and still not give it back? Right? They take cameras that holds no information.
Didn't they take
my
your
battery
cable box?
packs, huh?
Didn't they take like your cable box or something?
Yeah, they took my cable. They took anything electric. So they took my cable box, right? I'm like, why the fuck you taking my cable box? The guy's like, it says every piece of electronics in your house. But it's weird. They didn't take my TVs, but they took my cable box. They took my cell
you have
phone.
an oven?
No, that's an electronic. They didn't take my fridge either. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to see you take my fridge out, asshole. No, I shouldn't, right?
Be careful on what you ask for, though.
Right? But yeah, so they took all my cameras, all my computers. They even took. So I back then I sold big time on eBay, huh?
Took your hat?
Yeah,
Didn't they take a hat?
They took my hat. They took my.
Might have a camera in it. It's a fancy hat.
Yeah, they took my fucking plate carrier. They took you know those little portable battery chargers for your phone. They took all of those. They took my GoPros.
Yeah.
What was the other they took my zip ties. So like, you know, all my poles are zip tied to my scooter, right? And I keep extra zip ties because sometimes people, like if I get attacked, people will knock those down. So I have extra zip ties just in case. They took my zip ties. I think I understand why they took the zip ties though. I think I understand that. But hell, they broke down my door, my garage door, and they didn't fix it. They just leaned it back over, and guess what? I found Donnie outside one day because he found out how to move the fucking wood, right? Shit. Yeah, zip ties are. Well, they were white zip ties. They were white zip ties, so maybe that's why they.
White Supreme Pizza.
Right.
That's white supremacy.
All right, so let's see. It says, I observed the fury and rage percolate for years now. Americans on both sides or unaffiliated rage at Washington. Some of it justified, some of it not. Some of it uninformed, some just hyperventilating. But to see a mob ransack the U.S. Capitol in the middle of one of the most crucial moments in American history. Oh wait, so I'm gonna be straight up with you, and some people might get mad. I think that every person that went inside and destroyed something or stole something deserves to be punished. The people that just walked inside and looked around, as long as you went in after the fact, you shouldn't have done it. But still, you know, it's a gray area in my eyes. But if you went in there and you broke something, you stole something, you damaged something, You know, you broke a window, you stole Nancy Pelosi's desk. And honestly, you know, I get high, right? I get high. I do edibles. But if you're smoking weed inside that Capitol building, I take offense to that. I'm not going to lie. Oh, thank you, Wicked Ways. I do. I don't know about you, Drunk, but wouldn't you take offense to them smoking in the Capitol? That's like a sanctuary. That's like smoking weed in church to me. You don't smoke weed in church.
I don't want to be a hypocrite, so I'm gonna say no, because I've had it stuck in my mind for so long. So if you get caught with a vial of LSD,
Mm-hmm.
which is acid, a vial is generally 100 hits. You can get charged with conspiracy to overthrow the government.
For having a
Yes,
drug.
for having a vial, getting caught with a vial of acid, 100 hits. Aren't there 100 senators?
Mm-hmm.
There's 100 senators, right?
Yeah.
2 for each. So I've kind of put 2 and 2 in my head together that I think what they were, and I always have been afraid of, is somebody dosing senators before they go to make a decision. And I would honestly love to see that, because you've never done acid, you've never done hallucinogens or anything like that.
No.
But, you know, I've always wanted to see that play out in real life, because I almost think that, you know, all their corruptness and their selfishness and their evilness, when that LSD kicks in and they open up parts of their brain that have never been accessed before, that they're going to be like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We are fucking up. We cannot do this anymore. And everybody's on the same plane. Everybody can tell everybody's emotions. Like, you get super sensitive on hallucinogens.
Yeah. What's up, Maddie C? So Maddie C says they have Pelosi's emails from that day, and she's done. You heard on the X22 report. Also, the Orange Hat guys were all a team of feds. Now, it's funny you bring up the Orange Hat guys, because I was actually around the Orange Hat guys the guys that had the orange beanies.
Yeah.
I was actually around them for most of the day, and I don't know who they were. I really don't. Oh, thank you again, Wicked. I don't know who the heck they were. But Maddie's saying that they were feds. So I don't know.
Oh.
I really don't
I
know.
thought Orange Hat people, that was like your undercover thing for I'm a Proud Boy.
I honestly don't know. I mean, like, there was no Proud Boy stuff that day. We were told if anybody goes to Washington, D.C., you are not a Proud Boy that day. You are a personal citizen. And after that, there was they didn't want any talk about anything. Nobody talked. I didn't know a goddamn thing. All I personally was told was this: if you go to Washington, D.C., Eddie, you're not going as a fucking Proud Boy. And when I showed up, I had my Proud Boy patch on, and they said, Eddie, you need to take your patch off. So that's as far as I know on anything.
Yeah, I know that they didn't want you wearing your Perrys or anything like that, but I was just under the impression, I don't even know if I must have not got it from you. I guess I was just trying to put things together on videos that I've seen. They made it seem like the people in the orange hats, without saying it, were Proud Boys. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was like even though we can't wear our Perrys, or we can't wear yellow and black, this will be our little sign to say, hey, I'm with you.
See, I didn't know anything about that. And there's 2 things now that you say that. You know, when I meet other Proud Boys, right? There's Proud Boys chapters all over the country. Yeah. I don't know every single fucking Proud Boy, right? So somebody could come to me and say, yeah, I'm a Proud Boy from Chicago, and you're like, all right, cool, nice to meet you, man. I'm not gonna start questioning them, right? You know, you can't. But I did find it weird. It's like, why is all these people in this one group wearing bright fucking orange caps?
Yeah.
It was just weird. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
And hunters wear orange.
Yeah, it is like
So
the
they,
Elks Club, and I'm an Elks member too. I was actually the exalted ruler of my local Elks Lodge, which is the president. But but you know, I'm also a famous elk. Like when you're exalted ruler of the Elks, you have to go to a national convention. And so I met people all over the country, and like, you know, I'm the guy in the wheelchair, so, you know, and I'm outgoing, so everybody's talking about me, and I was good friends with the guy who was the elk of elk, like so, you know, Enrique is the president of the Proud Boys, right, or the chairman. I was
yeah,
also good friends with the guy who was in charge of the Elks, right? So my name was out there, you know, and then they see a guy in a wheelchair or a scooter, and they're like, hey, you know, thank you, Wicked. So, I mean, it's hard, um, because so many people come up to me, hey, Eddie, I'm an elk. And it's like, I'm not going to say, hey, can I see your Elks membership card? You don't do that. You know, why is somebody
yeah,
going to lie and say I'm an elk or a Proud Boy? Right?
yeah.
A lot, you know, some people might more say that they're a Proud Boy because, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm a fucking Proud Boy. Don't fuck with me. You know, trying to act
Yeah.
tough, I guess. But then if you get your ass kicked by a team,
The Viking guy, I think he got sentenced to like, what did he get? 4 years?
41 months. 41 months. I think it was
Yeah.
41 months. So let's see. They say the Capitol Police were outmanned and outplanned and outfrenzied by the mob that day. I think they were. It is hard to defend an institution as important as the United States Capitol as on a day as crucial as certifying the Electoral College when you face a deficit in all three categories. Well, look, they knew how many people were going to be there, right? I mean, you're telling me that a man who can get 50,000 people to come to a Trump rally, you don't think if he says, hey, everybody
There's
come on...
more people. Yeah, I was about to say there's more than 50,000 people, Eddie.
Well, I know.
But you were rallying, yeah.
Like, okay, like I went, me and Ben Berklom, we went to the Trump rally in Las Vegas. We went there and like our radio station gave us press passes and set it up. So we went there and like we're walking the line, right? And they're like, hey, you guys want to cut in line with us? You can stay with us. You don't have to worry. Then we'll get you in. We're like, well, we got press passes. We walked right in that bad boy. But in Las Vegas at the Trump rally, they had it was 50,000 people inside, and they said there was at least 30,000 more people outside trying to get in. And you can't, you know, it was a guesstimation, right? So,
Yeah.
So I mean, you're telling me you didn't think that there was going to be a couple 100,000 people there that day? What's wrong, Donnie? You just went outside, dude. Big baby. All right. So that's their fucking damn fault. Like, it's one thing for a swarm of people to descend on the Capitol Hill to protest. We've seen that before. It's another thing to face a violent throng. Why am I reading thong? Throng whipped into a fever like 1 year ago. What the fuck are you talking about? BLM has been doing this shit all the time. They've been doing it for months before January 6th. What, Tony? You gotta go outside? All right, hold on a second, bud.
Gotta hook up my charger.
So I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Gotta get your charger. Well, while you're doing that,
Yeah.
dude, you guys want to see a picture I found again? I found the picture. This is a great picture. I posted it on Facebook the other day. That's not what I want to do. What did I just do? I can't see. Not that. I don't want to do that. I want to do a file. How do I do a file? Oh, picture. Here we go. We'll do a picture. And we're going to go down to here. I think this is my favorite picture of all. I'm not going to lie. I know there's more pictures because I saw more people taking pictures of me that day. Oops, I'm making the wrong thing bigger. But look, this is me, guys. This is me right there on top of the Capitol, and you can see the tear gas. You can see the tear gas exploding next to me. And I thought about something when I posted this picture, right? If you look at the picture, I'm up there all fucking alone. I'm on a mobility scooter, and where I was at that point, I couldn't get down. There was stairs all the way around me, and that was the only way down. So why the fuck are they shooting a tear gas at me if I can't leave? You ever think about that? Why are they shooting tear gas at a crippled guy on a scooter who can't leave? I just thought about that.
Ableist. It's ableist, Eddie.
That's ableist. Oh, thank you again, Wicked. I'm just saying, folks. Sorry, let me get this out of here. I'm gonna make you look at it anymore. I'm just saying. I don't want to read this story anymore. This guy is a fucking idiot. Whoever the fuck wrote this story is an idiot, and I do not know why it's on Fox News. I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah, maybe they're going to talk shit about him like at the end of the article. Who knows?
Who knows? They did it because they could, right, Andy? Thank you, Maddie C. Thank you. And that wasn't the first time they hit me with gas. They were hitting me with gas the whole time that day. Oh, this is another good one I wanted to read. She went under.
Oh, Maddie, no, I took the real gas riding with Eddie. Oh my goodness.
And sleeping in the same room as me. Yeah, I have bad gas, if you don't know. All right, so it's, because they were I don't know if they were violating my ADA rights on that one, were they? I don't know. But they were jerks. All right, so it says she went undercover in MAGA for a year. What she found was alarming. Now, this is from a liberal news, the Daily Beast, Yahoo News, right? So let's see what this person has to say. When Amanda Moore lost her job, she decided to go undercover in MAGAland, attending QAnon events and CPAC, hanging with neo-Nazis and blood and soil fascists. And palling around with Proud Boys at Harry's Bar in the lead-up to the January 6th Capitol riot. But what her new compatriots didn't know was that she was often recording them, and the result is a chilling portrait of what it looks like from the inside. Well, I was there, bitch, so let's see how many lies you tell. Moore joined Fever Dreams co-host Aswan, whatever you say that name, to talk about the one-year anniversary of the Capitol attack and what she saw during her stint masquerading as a fellow traveler. What the fuck is a fellow traveler? It's not me, it's the dog. What do you... Oh, Craig noticed? Hold on, wait, what are we talking about? What about my dog? It is Eva? Oh, okay. Let's see, where was I? Eventually, let's see, or perhaps, let's see...
Oh, this is great.
Oh, here we go. Or perhaps not exactly masquerading, but wearing a mask at the Stop the Steal rallies became quite dangerous for Moore. Eventually, she had to ditch the face covering for her own protection as the acceptance and escalation of violence between November and December became more aggressive and raw, culminating in the storming of the Capitol, which people still
But doesn't your mask protect you?
Well, I think what she's saying is she had to take her mask off.
I know what she's saying, but it's just like you're wearing the mask for protection because you're so fucking afraid of getting the COVID. But instead of just going home, it just shows that they don't really they're not really that scared of COVID. It's such an act. Anyway, keep going.
No problem. All right, let's see. So it says during more. Let's see. There we go. Moore's main takeaway after her time undercover was that there's a rise of right-wing populism among the under 30 crowd. That's incredibly alarming to me. I really worry about it. Oh, you guys got a commercial? Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, if you're a subscriber on Twitch, then you don't have to get the commercials. You know, somebody donated a subscription last night. I thought there's a subscription to the next person who asked for one. I don't know. So it says, I really just can't never stress enough, like the rise of like the younger popular fascists. And like I said, everybody under 35 I met who was at the Capitol says, we did it. That was us. And they accept it and they like it. Yeah, our voices got heard. That's what they're saying. The founding fathers would be proud of us. Yeah, because you know why? Nancy Pelosi and her crew were trying to go against the fucking founding fathers. At least I think so. She also discussed the increasingly popular far-right playbook for harassing hyper-local and moderate GOP officials and their children. I don't remember doing any of that kind of stuff. People who are constantly part of the same party to pressure them out of positions overseeing elections on school boards in order to install more radical acolytes. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. So when I ran for county supervisor, I wanted to start lower. I was going to run for city council, which I probably would have won. But the person in my district was Republican. So the Republican Party didn't want me to run against him. So because they said I had a better chance of winning the county supervisor's race. So we did not do that. We did not run against other Republicans. We ran against other Democrats to get Democrats out, folks. Don't believe the hype. They're bullshit. All right. Let's see. They bullied a woman. Preaching at the very last breath. Let's see. They discussed the results of the Texas election audit that the Republican officials were trying to bury. Oh, just lies, 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 lies. She also recounts her firsthand experience of being at the Capitol during the riot a year ago. Okay, and this is, look, the very last two fucking...
I'm noticing that in a lot of her quotes, she's saying I mean and like. So to me, this sounds like somebody that's got rocks for brains.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah.
Whenever you, yeah, well,
right on, God.
You know, I'm weird. I notice odd things, but
yeah. Well, let's see. She said she also recounts it's a different person, I guess. Recounts his first-hand experience of being at the Capitol during the riot. He highlights the sense of chaos, the sense that really anything could happen. This sense that once they breached a building, it was the idea that politicians were gonna start getting killed. I never thought that once. I never thought that once at all. Thank you, Wicked Ways. I didn't think that. I just, like, they asked me in an interview, they said, do you think if Rufio I'm sorry, it's not on the screen. If Rufio had gotten into Nancy Pelosi's face, do you think he would have killed Nancy Pelosi? Well, number one, he's a Proud Boy, and Proud Boys don't hit women. So, no. I said, you know what he would have done? He would have got right in her fucking face and yelled at her and said, you dumb fucking bitch, why the fuck are, probably something like that. But he would have intimidated her, maybe, but he would have never touched her. He would have never laid a little fucking finger on her. He would have just argued his point to Nancy Pelosi. That's what he would have done.
And I still love how they saying that the white supremacists that stormed the Capitol, and I was like, yeah, and what were they doing? They're like, they were looking for Nancy Pelosi and saying hang Mike Pence. I was like, so white supremacists went in there to find and kill white people? And then they just disappear. They just disappear. They're like, it's so easy to fuck with them when you know what you're talking about, and maybe because I have a brain that functions differently, but white supremacy
one that works.
Yeah, but I know my brain works differently. Thank you, hallucinogens.
There you go. There you go.
But, a lot of people don't even realize that. They're saying these white supremacists were in there looking for Mike Pence and Nancy Pelosi. And I was like, and so they weren't after Cori Bush. They weren't after, AOC, like the people of color that supposedly they hate for no other reason than that they're a different skin. Like, come on now. And they can't handle it.
Yeah.
But what sucks is nobody is ever. I run into maybe one every couple months. That is like, I've never thought of it like that. I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong, but I see it in a different way now. Yeah. That's a virtue that is dying. That people can admit when they're wrong.
Sheepdog says he's awesome. Yeah, no, totally. Well, let's see, and then they say, and finally the host discussed the newest catchphrase to devour the far right. Let's go, Brandon. I love Let's Go, Brandon. Let's see. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. The Let's Go, Brandon. I can do this one.
Who built the cages, Joe?
There we go. Let's see. A faction of far right that's fixated on really performative faux masculinity. Faux masculinity. That is called Antifa. Well, no, they're not even faking masculinity. They're just a bunch of little bitches.
Yeah, they put the women on the front line. Equal opportunity, right?
Think about that, folks. That's what Antifa does. They're afraid to fight us, so they put women up front because they know that we don't hit women. Because they're afraid. Because they know they're going to get their ass kicked. Right? You know they're going to get their ass kicked. All right, let's see. What's the next news story I have? It's not the one. It's not the one about the Capitol. I'm sure there's going to be a lot right now because January 6th tomorrow. Today, Jen Psaki said meat growers were responsible for inflation. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. This is a pretty cool picture. Wow. Oh, you know what? If this picture was just a little bit lower, you would see me. If this picture was just a little bit lower. Let's see. So, Wicked Way, are you behind maybe? Father and son who posted on social media about being one of the first ones inside during the Capitol pleads guilty to felony charges. What did they get? So, they haven't been... I like looking at these because I'm just trying to see what everybody's getting charged. That's just something I like to do. You know. Oh, that's the same one I just did. What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? Baby, come back. All right, so this one I really wanted to read. The FBI's secret weapon in the Capitol attack manhunt. It's called cameras. This is from the Huffington Post, folks. It's going to be liberal as hell. Let's see. They are some of FBI's most critical assets, and federal authorities don't know many of their names or exactly how many of them are. 1 year into an unprecedented investigation of the thousands of rioters who stormed the Capitol on January 6th, the FBI is leaning on a band of digital investigators to both identify suspects and piece together the mountain of evidence from that day. Let me guess. I bet you they're going to talk about what's her name? Hold on. Sedition hunters. They're called sedition hunters. They're probably going to talk about the sedition hunters. Or that other dude. What's that other dumbass's fucking piece of shit name? What's his name? Chad Loader. Right? Where did I get off? The crowdsource, let's see which, on a band of digital investigators that both identify suspects and piece together an overwhelming mountain of evidence, which is recorded by perpetrators themselves. The crowdsourced effort, organized on social media last year in the wake of the Capitol attack, has affected hundreds of the more than 700 cases of the federal prosecutions brought. The digital investigators have successfully identified hundreds of individuals who were captured on video. Now, my question for everybody is this. Why isn't the FBI doing this? Why are everybody else... Why does it take other people to do this? Right? That's what I don't get. How the fuck are these people doing this? So...
It's the Departed all over again. They don't...
Yeah.
Why would they want to find themselves?
He's definitely a piece of shit. So, Noble Party Boy, he tried... did he really write a fuck Donald Trump song? Loza Alexander? I don't know much about him. Is he a transition? Is he like drunk? Did he used to be a liberal and now he's turned this way? I don't know. I don't know much about Loza, to be honest with you. Let's see. So they're saying the digital investigators have successfully identified hundreds of individuals who were there. So they're doing a better job than the fucking FBI. He did? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Interesting. Let's see. Sometimes it feels like we're way ahead of them. One sleuth told Huffington Post. What's their name? Why don't you tell us their name? From their home offices, couches, kitchen tables, bedrooms, and garage. I love how they say garages. These independent investigators. You know why they say garages? Because they ain't got no fucking job. They're living at mommy and daddy's house. Often operating under the Sedition Hunters moniker, they have archived more than 2,000 Facebook accounts, over 1,125 YouTube channels, 500 plus Instagram accounts, and nearly 1,000 Twitter feeds. More than
50,000 bags of Cheetos.
Right, and a whole bunch of fucking drugs. And I would say probably about 100 pairs of skinny jeans. Yeah. You came close to being there, Andy. Well, you know, I'm not saying I'm glad I was there, but I think everybody should have been proud to have been there, you know? As long as you didn't get in trouble and didn't do anything wrong, you should be good to go. So let's see. They know that someone else on the FBI list died suddenly a few months ago. They know that another suspected participant has been arrested in connection with an unsolved murder. Oh, wow. Now they're really making shit up. Well, I guess they can say that because they haven't been convicted, right? They didn't say convicted. Let's see. The Capitol riot investigation was chaotic in the early days. Yeah, they fucking assholes took all my shit. So basically, you know, so this is funny. Even Yahoo was saying the only way the FBI is getting all this information is because they're not doing the fucking work. They're letting fucking sedition hunters do all their fucking job. So why the fuck are we playing the FBI then? Cocksuckers. I'm sorry. If you guys don't know, me and the FBI do not have a good relationship. Give me my shit back, FBI. Let's see. We don't need to read this one.
And aren't they protecting their own kitty diddlers, or is that the CIA?
I think all initials are protecting.
Well, I know Crowder done a whole episode on that. I can't remember if it's the FBI or the CIA that were.
I think it was maybe
they
CIA.
had known diddlers in there. I can't remember. God, I can't wait for him to come back, get my days back on track.
Yeah, Noble Party Boy says they won't point the finger at the agents provoking it. That's right, too. I mean, like we talked about earlier, the guys in the orange hats. Like, I saw those guys. I definitely thought it was weird that, you know, everybody's wearing the same color, you know? I thought, in my head, I'm looking at that like that. That's kind of weird, but I didn't know who they were, so. Anyways. Well, guys, guess what? That's the end of my news for right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up my Discord chat. We're going to switch over to Twitch. We're going to do a little more news on there. But
Twitch sphere.
we're going to move over there because on Twitch you can say a lot more than you can do over here, guys. I'm going to give you the link so you can go over there. We're not trying to be dicks and force you off of YouTube, but here's the issue. YouTube is always trying to get us kicked off. So what we do to circumvent that is we go to Twitch. But we start here for those of you that like YouTube better. And we just hope that maybe one day you might come visit us in Twitch. And I'm going to give you the link right now, guys. And so there we go. So there's my link to Twitch. You can go check us. I'm sorry, Noble Party Boy, but unfortunately these assholes here at YouTube demonetized me and are always trying to get me kicked off. So our best bet is to go over there. That's all we have. That's all we have. But we have more fun on over there on Twitch. We talk a lot of shit. God Rides a Harley will probably be coming in, right?
Yeah, you definitely get more of an uncensored version over there.
So I'm kicking off Facebook right now. YouTube, there's 29 of you over there on YouTube. Hate to say it, guys, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds and then I'm going to turn you off because we're going over to Twitch land only. We've been on Twitch the whole time, by the way, folks. So if you join Twitch and get on there, then hey.
Yeah, that's what that little cup in the corner is.
Yeah, that's from Twitch.
The bits or something.
Yeah,
I'm still myself.
So, I hate to say it, guys, but sorry, YouTube. I'm going to turn you off right now, guys. Drunk Uncle, you want to say something to YouTube before we go?
Oh, I hadn't done this in a while.
For YouTube, no, huh?
Meow, meow.
All right, guys, come see us on Twitch and join our Discord chat so you can get in the chat and speak your mind without having to type. All right. See you guys later on YouTube. Have a good night. And YouTube, go fuck yourselves.